That's the first time they've been able to get a game from UCLA this season. Stanley, that's blocked and in. That's a point. Ratledge was there. Too long developing.
Well, the Bruins go to the bench. They just bring in another guy that's 6'8" in Ratledge, subbing for Thatcher, who's also 6'8".
Williams continues to serve. Breuer, Milutinovic off the block. That's saved by Taliaferro. Taliaferro hit. That's off the block. And let's see what the ruling is. Side out. Rainbows. Farmer can't believe it. Either can Robbins. He will go over to talk to Marvin Hall.
Let's see if we can see a touch here. Looks like no, it did not touch. Side out. Good call by Marvin Hall. And all the lines persons out there doing their job.
Side out Rainbows. Costy will serve. Robbins bumps it to Taliaferro. Back set for Ratledge. That is blocked by Milutinovic. Taliaferro now tries Robbins. He hits it long. Point for the Rainbows.
Oh, some emotion being shown by Farmer. He's not happy. The balls are being hit out. He sees another Rainbow comeback possibly.
Costly to serve now for the Rainbows of Hawaii. Dug up by Robbins. Taliaferro. And that one is blocked. That's a return.
Milutinovic into the net.
Net violation on the Rainbow. Side out for UCLA. Into the game comes Matt Davis. Davis went in at the end of game one, and the Rainbows served an ace to him for the final point in the first game. Farmer now to serve. Robbins goes out as Davis comes in. Overpass and an easy two-hander by Navy. 7-3. Bruins lead in game number 2. Rainbows making mistakes again.
Good serve by Farmer that time. Good line driver.
Farmer serves it long. So Milutinovic will serve now for the Bows. 3 serving 7. Bows down by 4. Here in game number 2. Milutinovic slaps it across. Some confusion. Goes to Taliaferro. That's returned by Quo off Navy. Milutinovic gets it across. Farmer, Taliaferro, Navy. Stanley with the block. No one had great hits that time. It was almost patty cake volleyball. But Stanley was in the right place at the right time.
So Taliaferro testing Navy in the middle and Stanley right there to cover.
4 serving 7. Rainbows trail by 3. Davis to Taliaferro. Here's Ratledge. And Ratledge goes off the block. Side out for UCLA. Ratledge to serve. Ratledge from Fountain Valley, California. 6'8" junior. There you see his numbers. Serves it. Dug up by Milutinovic to Quo to Breuer. And net violation on Navy. Rainbows get the side out. Serving will be Stanley.
Right now, interesting, Jim. You don't see Alice Gates substitute that much. In the last couple weeks, Mike Wilton has not substituted all that much, finally staying with the lineup. Already tonight, both coaches deep into their bench.
Stanley serves it long. Side out UCLA. Game number 2. Rainbows lead in this match 1-0. Coming from behind, way behind. To win at 15-13. Serving is Davis. That's dug up by Costy. Waiting is Quo. Lockwood, that's off the block. Hit across by Farmer. Milutinovic, Quo back to Milutinovic from the 3-meter line. Gets it in. Side out Hawaii.
Well, Deon has not had many chances up front where the Bruins are getting 2 blockers on him all the time, but this time he goes up. He gets 2 blockers, but he gets a free swing from the back row. I think he kind of likes that.
Lockwood serving. Breuer, Quo, and Costy in the front row for the Rainbows. Lockwood gets it across. Williams, Taliaferro back to Williams. That's off the block. Stanley is there. Net violation called on the Rainbows. Net violation on Quo. Side out UCLA. Navy will serve for the Bruins. Costy bumps it to Quo. Back to Costy. That's off the block. Waiting for it is Davis. Taliaferro, short set Farmer. Quo is there. Breuer to Stanley.
Well, the Bows, with the help of Clay Stanley's 15 kills, are managing to keep the Bruins at least within striking distance this game.
Breuer now serving in game number 2. Taliaferro goes to Williams. He's blocked by Milutinovic.
And Dejan gives him a Dikembe Mutombo. No, 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 not in my territory. Watch Dejan run to the outside, power to the ground. Bows pick up .5.
Rainbow sticking around here in game number 2. They trail by only 2. Overpass. That's blocked, saved by Quo. Here's Milutinovic setting it up for Stanley. 3-meter line. Stanley gets it in. Stanley is playing above everybody right now. 7-6 UCLA, game number 2. The Condor flying high. Breuer serving, and that's an ace. Williams looked at Davis, and the ball went right in between them, and we are tied at 7 in game number 2. Al Skates is not pleased. Davis will be yanked from the floor, and coming back in is Robbins, and the Rainbows have caught UCLA again. Serving will be Breuer. Here's Taliaferro. He works it to Williams, and that is long. That's a point for the Rainbows, and they take the lead here in game number 2. Rainbows have led very briefly in this game at the end of game number 1, and now in the middle of game number 2. Taliaferro at the net, and a good shot by Farmer. Farmer hiding among the blue shirts again.
Look at Taliaferro go up and just tap it down with his left hand. Totally fooled the Bow defense that time. A late dump shot.
7 serving 8. Taliaferro serves. Breuer to Quo. Here comes Stanley, and that's blocked by Ratledge. That's the second time that Ratledge has taken on Stanley. And we are tied at 8. Tied for the second time in the second game.
Stanley goes over the 6'8 guy instead of the 6'4 guy. He'll figure that one out, though.
Serving Taliaferro. Costi bumping it to Quo. Sets up Breuer. Breuer rips it. Side out Rainbows. Breuer with 7 kills now in this match. And serving will be Mason Quo. He taps it across. Robbins. Taliaferro. And the hit by Williams, using Farmer as the decoy. Williams came up behind Farmer to get the side back for UCLA. Tied at 8.
Little crossing pattern there. Not enough communication by the Bows. No talking up front.
Williams serves. Dug up by Breuer. Here's Quo feeding Costi one-on-one. That goes off Navy and out. Side out Rainbow. UCLA could only put 1 defender up. No problem for Costi. He has 3 kills in the match. Costi, jump serve. Excellent jump serve. Robbins to Taliaferro. Ratledge blocked by Lockwood. Milutinovic is there.
Oh, Lockwood, watch Russell Lockwood right here. Taking a running move to the outside, gets way up. He's only a 6-footer. Didn't play much high school volleyball, recruited out of a fantasy camp.
9-8 Rainbows here in the second game. There's Farmer.
Oh, watch out for this guy right here. A 2-sporter, played football for the Bruins, leading receiver. He's got that quick arm swing up front that led the Bruins to victory in that 5-gamer against Lewis last year in the NCAA championships.
Farmer serves. Lockwood to Quo. They go to Milutinovic. Side out Rainbows. Milutinovic able to wedge it through that block and then get it into the open court. So Milutinovic now will serve. Stanley in the front line along with Breuer and Lockwood. There's some potential there. Good jump serve dug up by Williams. Here's Taliaferro. Back set. Ratledge. That's dug up by Quo. That'll be returned by UCLA. Taliaferro. Farmer. Ratledge again. That's blocked. That's dug up by Taliaferro. Williams hit by Robbins. Quo answers, and Navy then puts it down. Side out, UCLA.
Russell Lockwood again doing a great job blocking at the net. Here's a dig by Cool. It goes up. They say it's a 50-50 ball, so it's part UCLA's.
Ratledge serving. Here's Quo to Stanley. Stanley had to adjust on the set. And he's able to rip it in. 17 kills for Stanley.
The set will drift way too far to the outside. Stanley takes off on 1 foot and rips it to the ground.
Stanley with the jump serve. It could be lethal. Williams, Taliaferro, Navy, dug up by Costi. Miladinovic to Stanley, off the block, and that is a point for the Bows. Rainbows at double digits now, 10-8 over UCLA.
And 18 kills by the Kaiser High School Condor.
Stanley to serve. Excellent serve, dug up by Robbins. Taliaferro, Navy. There's a one-handed save there by Miladinovic. Quo, Stanley. Saved by Costi, chased down by Breuer, and a net violation. Net violation on the Rainbows. It will be side out, net violation on Costi. Side out UCLA. Either Costi or Breuer.
Breuer.
Robbins serves. Lockwood, Quo. Here comes Stanley. Stanley may have hit the tape. That's a point for UCLA. And it's 9 serving 10 here in the second game. This crowd has gone absolutely bonkers once already. Breuer, that's blocked and out. Side out for the Rainbow.
Russell Lockwood to serve.
Mason Cool is using Breuer as his second option right now. Going to Stanley first, and Clay's getting a little tired, I think.
Lockwood serving. Here comes Ratledge. That's dug up by Miladinovic. Here's Stanley, little touch. Good save by Farmer. Lockwood, that's saved again. This time by Williams, and Navy finishes it all. Side out for UCLA. 10 for the Rainbows, 9 for the Bruins. And if you just joined us, a miraculous comeback in game number 1. Rainbows winning 15-13. Here's Navy. Into the net.
Well, the service error is just racking up for the Bruins right now. Al Skate's looking at the strike chart right there that Brian Rofer keeps. That's the hitting tendencies for the Bows.
Breuer serving. Here's Taliaferro at the net. Farmer hits it long. Point for the Rainbows. It's 11-9 in the second game. Serving will be Breuer, getting to the crucial moments of this second game. Breuer serves. Williams, Taliaferro, back to Williams. Double block is up and in. Timeout, UCLA. Serving 9 in the second game. Rainbows lead in this match 1-0. Here's Taliaferro. Navy is blocked. That's another point for the Bows. 13-9 in game number 2.
And that was the 9th block that Dejan Miladinovic has been in on, showing why he is one of the top 5 blockers in the country.
Breuer again to serve. Farmer again with that windmill type hit. Didn't get all of it, but got enough of it. Side out now for UCLA, 9 serving 13. Taliaferro serving. That's dug up by Costi. Quo to Breuer. That's off Robbins. Chased down. They won't reach it. Side out. Rainbow. 13-9. And I must correct myself. I kept saying that the first game was 15-13 Rainbows. It was not. It was 16-14 Rainbows. I had written it wrong.
You're to be excused. You've been calling a lot of games today, Mr. Leahy.
Here's Taliaferro. Navy finds the open part of the floor, and there's also a net violation on Miladinovic. So it's 9 serving 13. Rainbows winning the first game 16-14. Here's Williams. That's dug up by Breuer. Quote goes to Costi one-on-one, and Robbins was there. That's a point for UCLA, and it's now 10 serving 13.
As you said earlier, number 1 digger in the country is Freddie Robbins, and he's shown he can block tonight as well. Second block solo.
Quo feeds Miladinovic. Overpass. Advantage Rainbows. Miladinovic with the little touch. Pancake saved by Taliaferro. The hit by Thatcher. That's dug up by Quo. They go to Breuer. Breuer gets it in.